Alright guys, this is the first part of my twin flame video for this weekend. Okay, so I'm kind of reporting from my car. I'm coming back from a very sweet Valentine date. Very, very sweet. I was very pleasantly surprised by this gentleman. He was a real gentleman, and I was guided to go with the flow, like I told you in the past. We have to follow this inner guidance, but again on 3D level we all get scared. There's a lot of creepy people out there. There's a lot of options and possibilities that things can go wrong, and for anyone, especially women, it's not always easy to make decision to give your trust to someone, you know, and I guess it's never too bad to be careful enough, you know, about yourself and your safety, and who you associate yourself with, who you go out on dates with, but I'm talking about just like now. I just left the date and I'm very, very satisfied with how it went, how sweet it was, how nice it was, and innocent in many ways, but still very nice and very romantic. And I just want to say that I feel that following my guidance and following this path on twin flame journey is really, I almost gave up today. For example, I was crying all night, and I'll tell you why. I'll continue this video recording tomorrow, Friday, after my prayer. I'm gonna put the second part of this in this video, of course. But I was crying. I'll tell you why. And I didn't sleep all last night, and then until 6 p.m. tonight I was crying. But I promised this person I'm gonna meet them for Valentine Day, and I actually got ready by 8 p.m. I was actually more ready and faster than the boy himself, which was cute, because, you know, if you don't give up and if you just wash your tears and cry good tears, wash your tears, take a good shower, and don't give up on your life just because the day is tough and things don't go as expected or as we want them to be, then we get rewarded by the end of the day, or next day, or next week, or next month. But it sometimes happens faster than you know. I was desperate at 6 p.m. and I'm so happy right now. It's not even, see, I don't know what's happening. My car is fogged up because it's raining, and it's beautiful rain. Anyway, it's 10:42 p.m. and my date was not too long, not too short. It was sweet, and it was innocent. And what I want to say about it, why and who I went to date with, I'm not gonna call him twin flame channeler, because in a way he is. But oh, that's him now. He's saying hi. He's driving home. Okay, I'll continue. I'll tell you guys. Just I have to answer it because I promised to keep him awake until he gets home, because he was okay, I'll tell you about it. Let me answer it. All right, my good people, so to continue talking, yeah, it was just this sweet guy checking on me if I got home safe. I told you, I can't believe I just ended up with the perfect Valentine Day. I'm sorry if some of you didn't, but this is first for me. I never had a good Valentine Day in the past. Either was alone home or working or something, I don't know, getting depressed over just that feeling, you know, because you think everybody has it. It's not true. It's in reality, a lot of people don't have perfect Valentine Day, but it's just that feeling, you know, that gets over you, and people get a little bit depressed that night, just like Thanksgivings and holidays. If you're single, alone, it gets tough, you know. So I really didn't give up on this day, and I gave it a try after being very lonely and sad because of other things that I'm gonna mention tomorrow when I continue the recording. But one thing I wanted to say, let's go back to that subject, is that Asim is channeling my twin at this time still. But things are hard in 3D. Things are getting hard. There's challenges, okay, and I'll talk about it. And Rahimi, who was here in the same state with me, who was in the same, who was basically that we kind of maintained our relationship for the past 3 years, who I sometimes refer to as sacral chakra guy. Rahimi is out of the picture now because of some things that did not make me happy, regarding the way sometimes some things were missing in the physical form. Okay, I have to go be straightforward. I gotta say it. He didn't like kissing. He didn't like kissing, and I actually realized tonight why. And I suspected that, but you know, as someone who still has few issues to deal with regarding self-esteem, before actually reuniting with the twin flame, because that's what we sometimes, that's one of the things we got to work on, is our self-esteems. Someone with still issues with self-esteem, I always think for the worst. Maybe he didn't like kissing me, you know. But I also, my intuition was telling me that was because, on the other hand, he was so attracted to me, so attached to me, so magnetized by my twin flame energy, that he was drawn to me incredibly a lot. So that didn't make sense. It didn't like me. So what I actually, my instinct was telling me, my intuition was that it was getting him too much it was too much. So he avoided that part so that he wouldn't get even more emotionally attached. Because last time he did kiss me a lot, and at the moment he said, "I love you so much." He never said that before. Like I told you, he opened up lately a lot, but then he closed up again. And yeah, and so yeah, so the kissing was missing, and that's something that that is also part of energy healing and part of whatever. If you're not into kissing, then you will not need that. But what I'm saying is, as a person, as you grow with this on your twin flame journey, to love yourself, to love others, to go with the flow, to, you know, fulfill what's missing in your life. That was missing. That was making me unhappy. That aspect of him. He would kiss me, and then he would not want to kiss so much. And I always told him, and I enjoyed. I loved his face so much. He has very attractive face and lips, and I was feeling kind of, you know, left out in the cold in that department. And so I just recently, and this was in the readings for the past 2-3 weeks, that I will be reacquainted with someone that I met in the past, and it was through work. And guess what? He's a Pakistani, just like my twin flame, this guy. So this is the first time I went out on a date in my life, in general, with someone from Pakistan tonight on Valentine's Day. I guess my twin flame, who is also from Pakistan, is getting closer energetically, because there's a lot of things that, there's like a bloodline, there's a genetic code, DNA similarity and all that. So the chakra guy was, the sacral chakra guy was Afghani, and like I said, my twin flame's mother is Afghani, so there was that. It was getting closer. Now even bloodline is getting more attracted this way. And see, here's the best part. This guy just wanted very nice, gentle, and romantic kissing, and it's just like I felt obviously that this was sent by God. This was universe fulfilling all my wishes. I'm so grateful. And while I'm struggling with what's going on in Europe with Asim, actually Asim is the one struggling. I asked this beautiful person tonight that I went on a date with, I asked him, what do you think about, as a man, as a friend, tell me, what do you think, what do you feel about men having two wives? And he gave me the best answer that I could have hoped for. He said, I cannot relate to that. If I loved a woman, if I truly, I don't think man would do that if he was truly in love with his wife. I think when someone is unhappy and in a karmic relationship and in something that is not fulfilling as much as they thought it would be, then they seek out another person. They seek out to maybe not seek out, because Asim was not seeking him out, but they will run into a soulmate, into a person that they match with better, and then perhaps he's in denial and he wants to keep the first wife as well. But basically he should divorce that person. Be more it would be more fair if he divorced the first person and stay in good relationship with them and let them find their own happiness. That's what he told me, this guy, tonight. And I told him about Asim. I told him about my connection with him, but I didn't tell him. When I asked him the question about the marriage and having two wives, I didn't say that was him. We talked about that a little bit later on, and I just said, let me ask you something. What do you think about men having 2 or 3 wives, or and that's what he said. He said, I don't think person is happy with that first person if they even consider creating connection and maintaining connection with another person. There's got to be something missing, and that's what I think Asim is struggling with right now, to get out of denial, to understand that he wouldn't even be interested in ever connecting with me if his marriage was perfect and good and in good shape. So I pray for him, because I think that person that is called his spouse, I think she deserves better too. She deserves someone who's gonna love her fully and would never even do anything behind her back. I really don't know her, but I really wish that for her, because I didn't know about her. She didn't know about me. It's very hard for me to forgive him for hiding this fact, but I think if I was her, it would be, I don't know, I don't want to even go there. That's why I'm saying that she deserves better. She deserves, and it's not his fault, it's nobody's fault. We love who we love. It's just, we have to let people go when we realize we don't love them enough, or they need someone. They would be happier with someone else. We would be when we realized we could be happier with someone else. We need to let them go. It's in perfect situations. You should let them go before you meet another person. But it requires a lot of strength of character to let go of someone, be alone, and then meet the right person. And all of you who do that are greatly admired by me. And I really think that takes a lot of strength. So yeah, sometimes life is not perfect. Sometimes you are in something shaky, something not fulfilling, and then you meet someone else and they fulfill you in every possible way. And then but if you still keep the first person, then you are definitely in denial. You have to let go. You have to let go for their sake, for your sake, and especially if you're willing, and if they're willing to stay with you so that you can maintain them, then that's especially good reason to get divorced and stay friends with them. As a man, support them financially, support them as you would if you were still married to them, maybe even better. But let them go emotionally, let them go physically, let them go so they can maybe find someone for themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys agree with me, and I will add more about that maybe tomorrow, because I usually make my videos, complete them on Friday, because I feel like a karmic cycle always ends for me on Fridays after the prayer. And that's when sometimes things happen and cycles kind of close for the week, like a weekly karma thing. So I'm just gonna see what happens tomorrow. If there is no update, this is gonna be end of the video. If there is update, I'm gonna keep a little bit more, like few more minutes talking. I love you guys. So see you tomorrow, Friday.